So the back button is used to create a simple button on a page that can return to the previous page or the top of the current page. So instead of requiring your users to scroll all the way up on a long page, you can just make one back button or two, if you're going, again, depends how you use it. This one is actually going back to the previous page. So someone doesn't have to necessarily rely on hitting the back arrow on your browser, which may or may not work, or again, just trying to have to navigate to figure out where they came from. And then you can also configure the same component to go back to the previous page. So let's take a look at how we create a component like that. I'm on the application page. I'm going to go ahead and click New. I'm going to click Back button. Now you see an example of what back button is. So I said configure it. I need to give it a name. Back button 1. I can click Next, or I can click anywhere on the path. Now you have some configuration options. So what do I want to call it? I want to say I'm going to create a back to top. You can create any sort of button. You can create a brand button so it just looks like a link. You can create any sort of button that you want. And I'm just going to create a neutral button. And I'm going to go ahead and say it's top of page, or I could select previous page. And I can also change the icon and then its size. The other thing you'll want to do, especially with the buttons, is you've got a wide variety of formatting options. So in this case, I might want that button to be on the end, and it's going to be centered. So you can see it's actually to top. I can change the width in pixels. So if I just really wanted that shorter, you can see what you see is what you get. I can preview it and see exactly what would appear on the page. Again, you've got a wide variety of formatting options. And then the last option is just when you want to start, which is default when you actually save the component, but you can set a start date and an end date. So the component, you can set the display coming in a week from now, and you can see a week later, stop displaying in your community. That's the back button.